Hi 4G students, today is Sunday and we have a new video for you. And today we're gonna change it a little bit. Today is not going to be about math, today is going to be about social studies. So I hope you are excited about today's video. So I'm gonna change my screen. But before we start with the social studies lesson, I want to review the divisions that you had for homework. I know that Adolfo, Julissa did the homework, so if you didn't do it, that's okay. I'm gonna review it here really quick. So what you had for homework was long division, and the first one was 743 divided by 3, and the answer was a quotient of 247 with a remainder of 2. For the second one, the division was 750 divided by 7. The quotient or the answer is 107 with a remainder of 1. And the last division was 328 divided by 3. The quotient is 109 with a remainder of 1. So those were the answers. Once again, thank you to Adolfo and Julissa for doing the homework. So today we have something new because it's the first time that we do social studies here on YouTube. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. And today we have a topic that is related to Esperanza Rising, the book that we have been reading in class. And it is something that affected Texas in some way, and it was called the Dust Bowl. It happened between the years of 1932 and 1939. So I'm gonna be explaining to you what happened and why it matters. Like I said, this event, this natural disaster affected Texas, but also affected the entire country. So let's go ahead and start with the Dust Bowl, 1932 to 1939. Okay, so first, I want to start with the timeline that I have on top right here, so we can understand when and how it happened. Okay, so I know we are reading the book Esperanza Rising, and Esperanza took place in California between the years of 1920 and 1930. So let me tell you that the Dust Bowl happened during that time. As you can see here, in 1919, the World War I ended. Okay, right after that, the United States was doing really, really bad in economics. There was no jobs. People were hungry. The economics in the country were really, really, really bad. And that's what we know as the Great Depression. And the Great Depression lasted for 10 years. The country was in a really bad situation. And guys, all this was happening, and for some reason a natural disaster happened here in Texas. It also happened in other states, but it also happened in Texas, and we cared about Texas because we know in 4th grade we learned about Texas, guys, and that's the Dust Bowl. As you can see here in the blue color, the Dust Bowl started in 1932 and it ended in 1939. Guys, that was like what, 7 years? 7 years of dust, 7 years of strong winds that as you can imagine, it changed the landscape completely. So the Dust Bowl it was affecting in a negative way the economics, especially here in the region of the Great Plains. So I want you to look at the map right here, the one that is titled Dust Storm Damage 1930 to 1940. Guys, I want you to look here. This is what we call the Great Plains. As you can see, the red region, that was the region that was most affected by the Dust Bowl, but also the surrounding areas, the yellow ones, and the brown ones were also affected. Guys, here the people were trying to do their normal jobs, farming, cattle, like we read on the last days of school, but it was impossible because the strong winds didn't help at all. So as you can see, all these people, they were trying really hard to do their jobs, but the strong winds and the dust didn't help them. And as you can see on the other map, people started to move. So they said, hey, I'm not gonna stay here forever. It seems that the dust is not gonna stop, so I'm gonna start moving around the United States to search to look for new opportunities. And if you remember well, in the book of Esperanza, Martha talks about how people from Oklahoma, how people from Texas came to California looking for jobs. Okay, that was the reason why people were looking for jobs, because they couldn't work in their states. It was impossible because of the Dust Bowl. So they moved especially to California. You can see here the arrows pointing to California because, guys, the economy was really bad and they needed to find a job really quick. So most of the people moved to California. Now on the next page, I want to show you some real images, guys, of the Dust Bowl. So you can see, guys, everything was covered with dust. Here, farming was impossible. Why? Because of erosion. You know that wind can destroy the landscape. So erosion destroyed all the farming areas. As you can see on this picture, right here, the children, this adult with the children, guys, it was a really, really hard time in US history, and it affected Texas, and it lasted for 7 years. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, but the strong winds happened like every week, but also, guys, rain, precipitation never appeared. Like it was something really bad. The strong winds, the dust, no rain at all, guys. The soil was really bad, so that's why people needed to move to other states. So this changed, of course, but it was until the year of 1939, as we saw here in the timeline. It was until the year of 1939 when the region of the Great Plains started to get some precipitation, and the landscape started to change little by little. But it was until the year of 1939. So those 7 years of the Dust Bowl were really bad for the people living in the Great Plains. And yes, it affected Texas. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about the Dust Bowl, if you want to know more, leave your questions in the comment section. I'll be checking your questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. So for homework, I'm gonna leave some homework for you. Then what I want you to do is to look for the definitions of the next words that I have for you. So please find the definitions. You already know how to do it, right? So leave your answers in the comment section, and I want you to find the following definitions because those words are related to the Dust Bowl. And the first one is damage, the second one is disaster, the third one erosion, and the fourth one migration. So I want you to look for the definition, and please put those definitions in the comment section. Thank you. Tomorrow I'm gonna be making another video, and I'm gonna try to change it a little bit. I know we still need to do the other subjects, science, reading in English and Spanish. So maybe I'm gonna stop doing math for a little bit, so we can do all the subjects here on YouTube. So thank you again. See you next time. I am your teacher, Mr. Gonzalez. I forgot to put the little monkey. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna put this one today. So guys, thank you very much. Thank you for doing the homework. I am your teacher, Mr. Gonzalez, like I said. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.